And where did that inspiration came from of like writing everything, and why Alaska?
Probably because I hate myself. I don't like the cold. Yeah, that's it.
Hi guys, nice meeting you and like seeing you. First of all, after 5 years, the fans are more than excited with this comeback, but now it's totally different with you guys. First, I want to ask, how was to film in Alaska? Like the environment, the weather, how was it for you guys?
Well, we filmed in Iceland,
Yeah.
but Issa did a bunch of research in Alaska, and we were able to see Alaska. So we sort of brought Alaska to us because Alaska was impossible to film in. It was too cold, and often there are places there are no roads, so the only way to get in, can't even get in by ship because of the ice oceans. So Iceland was the only place that we could make it, and that was an extraordinary experience.
Yeah, it's you know, you're simply not used to living and working and creating above the Arctic Circle. So human life is a constant challenge above the Arctic Circle. So it was a thing when finally HBO said it's greenlit and it's going to happen. I think a part of my brain finally got like, oh, damn, I'm going to
gotta go live there.
actually spend a year in the Arctic, which is insane. But it's an absolute life changer. It's a life experience, and we got to have adventures of the likes that you would never see in the regular filmmaking, or if I had places, say, along the border of the U.S. So, as Jody was saying before, there were moments where we had until 11:33, because after that there was a massive storm coming, and we would be stuck in the location, trapped in the ice.
That sounds amazing.
It was incredible. So there were scenes that Kelly was doing, like it was like, no, don't cut, another take, don't cut, another take. Okay, we're ready. Grab your shit and run, because on the ice, and we were shooting on the ice. The wind would push us and slide us on the ice.
Yeah.
So
and then those beautiful moments when Kaylee talked about the Northern Lights.
Yeah, you know, it's like rolling and you're looking up and there's northern lights just out there dancing in the sky. It was such a beautiful experience.
Wow. So the whole show is about like crimes and stuff, but could you guys like have fun, or was it like a lot of pressure all the time because of the weather and everything?
It was just such a beautiful experience. I mean, between the crew, the cast, and everybody, just the mesh and the chemistry naturally that we had as just people. We were just excited to create this story, and although the elements were a little bit challenging, we were just really determined to get the story told in the right way. And then we just was surrounded by blessings with the weather, with everything just kind of made it happen really good, and it was a joy to work together, even in minus degree temperatures.
When you guys first read the script, what was the first reaction of it? How do you feel like, okay, it's gonna be a lot of bodies on a pile of ice? Like, how was it?
Like, holy shit.
It's just so good. I mean, it's just such a great first script. That's what happens, is you get one piece of material, and the piece of material kind of sinks into people's souls, and then everybody says yes, and then suddenly you're surrounded by people that understand it and that say yes and then contribute. I think the only time I've really felt that was on Silence of the Lambs, where I felt like one piece of material inspired all of these people to come aboard and do their best work. And I definitely felt that on this, and that's because Issa wrote it. So.
And where did that inspiration came from of like writing everything, and why Alaska?
probably because I hate myself. I don't like the cold. Yeah, that's it. No, I was very curious about setting a story in such a unearthly environment, so removed from the experience of most of the world, to show a world that otherwise you're not going to have access to. And not only to have, because usually the stories that we see in the Arctic, that includes The Thing, are about we are in the storm, we are in the ice. And this is about real daily life, about going to school, about going to the supermarket, about mental health, about friendship and loss, and all the things that happen in a place that happens to be the Arctic.
Amazing. How would you guys describe your character? Like with one word, maybe?
Ooh, do you have that one word on you?
The one word on me for you?
Yeah,
We don't have that word.
Yeah, my word is asshole.
Yeah, right. Well, we came up with a word though.
Yeah.
Last Aaron. Intense. Navarro's very intense. In not just one dynamic. She's just very intense.
only in the trailer we can see that the detectives don't get along very well. And what can we expect from this duo?
You expect to laugh a lot more than you didn't think you were. It's such a dark story. It's actually pretty humorous, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they hate each other, but they respect each other's skills, and they work beautifully together. So it's begrudgingly that they work together. But yeah, there is more humor than I thought there would be. Yeah. And some of it is bad humor on my part. Because my character thinks her jokes are funny, and they're not.
Yes, that's it. Thank you so much for the interview. I love talking to you guys.
Thank you.